It's Madden NFL.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
First down carry for Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 13 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On first down, Carter. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, just shy of 140 yards and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Once more, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The Lions at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fighting his way through contact. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carter. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Lions defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time?
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Carter. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Operating from the gun. Carter. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Carter. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off the play fake. Carter. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll look to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now Carter, off the play fake. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Goff. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
76, 76, 5.
Goff now looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fielded just inside the 30. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room.
There he goes left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Carter. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
False start, offense.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Carter going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Holding, offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Goff on 1st down. He'll find Williams on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. Here's Goff. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, kill!
Goff now to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Dean Lowry in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Super one. Hold on. Check. Like that.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Off play action, Carter. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's Carter throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Inside handoff, Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of the big second half.
3rd and 5. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot,
Offside.
thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Henry fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Another run for Gibbs here. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 13.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one 28 yards on the ground. They'll try the air now with Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here. Gets through, and now an opening. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He's across midfield. Big strides, look at him go. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running from the gun with Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Carter now looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
This out quickly to Williams. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Gone. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Throwing again is Goff. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Dean Lowry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. Here's Goff. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carter. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Addison hauls it in. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Gibbs straight ahead. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was a game where they were all